Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are reacting to every NBA team logo redesigned in 30 days. And apparently, these redesigns are by Darth Vader, whose life has definitely changed in his career goals, since taking more accountability for his son, Luke Skywalker, man. So, okay, Darth Vader, NBA logos. What more could you want, guys? What more could you want? If you guys don't mind leaving a like on this video and, of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel, let's go ahead and get going on these and see what they're all about. So the first thing we have is the Atlanta Hawks, and not a bad start, man. This is kind of interesting. Huh. I like it. I do like it. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of gives me like Clipper vibes, because like the Clipper logo is also kind of the same, where it's like, you know, around this area. It's a little light. It still looks cool, but it's a little light, and it's got like the big logo and name and everything like right there, man. So interesting. It looks like. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. But this one's interesting. Let's see what else we got. Next up we have. Yo, Boston Celtics, man. Looking like Popeye the Sailorman. Huh. I mean, I think I just like the other one. I don't know, man. It's very cartoony. Very cartoony, to say the least. This one is I like the incorporation of the gold. It's the face. The face is not doing something for me. I don't know what it is. It's just not doing something for me. Also looks like you put on a little extra weight there too, man. Too many damn Shamrock Shakes. Okay, next up we have the Brooklyn Nets. Pretty clean design right here. Definitely not as color heavy as you might see. Sometimes the Nets, sometimes it got like, you know, little like yellow and red and stuff going with on there, man. But overall, it's a fine logo. If you were to say like this is the new Nets logo, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Nothing too much to it. I do like the font right here with the Nets. It's pretty cool, and they got the clean Brooklyn look on top. Okay, yeah, not much to say about this one. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets. Huh. Okay. I feel like I would enjoy this one more if it didn't have, you know, this octo hexa pentagon thing around it, man. I didn't do very well in geology class, bro. But yeah, straight up, it almost looks like it's being like, well, I don't know what it is. It's a honeycomb. It's a honeycomb. That's where you get the honey from, right? So you got the hornet. You got the hornet inside the honeycomb. The wings kind of breaking out of it a little bit. It looks like it's almost captured though. Like if you told me that's like, that's what like the inside of like a Pokeball look like, I would probably believe you. Okay, moving on. We have the Chicago Bulls. Bro, it looked like like the bowl here been through some damn rough times in life, man. It looks like it got like sucker punched in the face, right in the eyeball. It's got the unibrow thing going on there. This would be really cool if it was Anthony Davis on the team. But yeah, I mean, you can't really switch up the Chicago Bulls logo so much because it is tradition. Like if you were to go like a full-on rebrand, redesign, I could see where maybe like the fan base would be like, no, we're not doing that. We're going back to the old one. So definitely a take on, you know, a classic, right? I don't know how I feel about this like, I guess you could say maybe it's like war paint or something. I guess maybe that sounds better. But yeah, it's got like a black eye thing going on there. Okay, pretty cool though. Next up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. So definitely getting away from the whole like, you know, swords and whatever the hell else a Cavalier does in life. And just kind of going with more like a modern look right here. I don't know if it's supposed to be like the skyline, because you got like this little circle thing right here. I don't know if that's some sort of like, y'all got like a damn Ferris wheel or something in Cleveland I don't know about. I don't know, man. Maybe it has something to do with like the city line right there of Cleveland. So, okay. It's interesting. It's a little on the blessed side, where I'm like, okay, that could probably be a little better. But at the same time, too, we gotta remember that Darth Vader is doing this all in 30 days. He did each logo in each day. So I mean, that's like a lot of work to do design wise, and to be creative and everything. So I get it. Okay, what's this? The V, okay, that logo was simply a blah, blah, blah. V as the net with the ball going in. Okay. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks. I like the little cowboy hat on top. That makes it, if it was just the M with like Dallas Mavericks, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of boring. But the cowboy hat makes it a little better. This passes inspection right here. This one can definitely fly through. Way different. Doesn't have the horse or anything like that, obviously. Definitely a new look for the Dallas Mavericks. But they almost reminds me of like the Michigan Wolverines. Next up, we have the Denver Nuggets. I like this. I like this. This is pretty clean, man. Not getting too crazy with it, kind of staying with tradition with the whole mountains and everything, and maybe a little bit too smushed down for my liking, but overall, yeah, it says up here, it says minimal approach, and that's exactly what this is. I like this one. It's a good one. Next up, we have the Detroit Pistons. Ooh, interesting. I will say, any logo is better than the Pistons' current logo. The current logo is so boring. It's so boring, man. What I like about this one is that, it kind of keeps like tradition with like the whole like red basketball that the Pistons typically like to have. But I really like the Detroit right here. Like that font just pops out. And we have Detroit is known as Motor City, hence the name Pistons. I used I Pistons to replace the I and tried to make their current logo look a little more automotive, if that makes sense. It does make sense. That definitely makes... Oh, is that supposed to be like a car or something? I think it's supposed to be like a little car right there for the I. So, yeah, it definitely is more of a modern look. I like this logo better than the current Pistons logo. I think maybe it could be dolled up a little bit more. I feel like there's something that maybe doesn't, like, clash nicely together. But overall, it's a really good start. Next up, we have the Golden State Warriors. So getting away from the bridge and everything like that. And, yeah, once again, just like a pretty clean logo. I don't know if, like, oh, I think this right here represents the bridge. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, then. That is a fresh new look. Like, to me, this is the definition of just like, hey, we're redesigning. We want to stay with the classic, but still want to, like, make it look a little bit newer, right, man? So that's pretty cool. I love the incorporation of the ball right there over the bridge. Good job. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets. Hey, that works pretty nicely. I'm not a fan of the Rockets' current logo, if it's just being, like, a big, huge R, and then it says, like, Houston Rockets on the left and right. I think it looks kind of sloppy and just kind of, like, outdated. This is nice. I think just having this as, like, a logo and something you can kind of go to kind of speaks volumes, and it's really good for branding and all that. Yeah, it's a good logo. Okay, next up, we have the Indiana Pacers. Ooh. This has probably been one of my favorite ones so far, man. I mean, once again, it's a redesign, but I really like what they did right here with, like, the whole, like, racing thing and, like, the NASDAQ 500 race they have every single year. The Pacers, like, the font looks really fresh, man. That's a good logo. Like, they should just call him a bit, hey, man, hey, yo, Mr. Vader, can we just use this? Can we just use this? And, we'll give you some, Galaxy money. I don't know what the money is in Star Wars. Next up, we have the LA Clippers. It's nice. It's like, because Clippers, obviously use them to cut your hair, but also I think they have something to do with, like, pirates, I guess. And that's, like, I think that's what it is, like, a big, huge, like, pirate wheel. Which works nicely with the Clippers, like, font right there. That goes nicely together. I'm not so sure if I like the whole, like, white in the background like that. I feel like it kind of takes away from the logo. I think there's a better way to, like, incorporate that in, or maybe just do a full-on blue wheel circle around there. But it's almost like cutting into it, or I think it needs to be part of it. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, a take on the tradition right here. Definitely a minimalist effort on this one, as far as just, like, we don't want to switch away from the Lakers logo too much. Little more cartoony, a little more pop, pizzazz, a little bit bam on it, and yeah, it works. It works. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. That's just like, this looked like the Memphis Grizzlies pair went on, like, keto diet or something like that. Like, it's looking more ferocious. It's looking healthy. It's looking good. As opposed to, like, the current Grizzlies logo, or, you know what I'm talking about, man, with the bear, like, looking at you like that. It just looks very puffy in the face, like they're hanging out with Dame Winnie the Pooh too much, eating too much damn honey, right? Okay, next we have the Miami Heat. I feel like this one right here, it's trying to take something that we already know and love in, like, the big Miami Heat logo, and it's trying to redesign it in a way that I think takes away from the initial Heat logo. Because, like, when I see that big-ass red flaming fireball popping out you, I'm like, yo, that's the Miami Heat, bro. This almost looks like it's going into some sort of void and it's trying to, like, contain the Heat. But you don't want to contain the Heat. You want that thing to shoot off, right, man? So, if I would have redone the Heat thing, I would have maybe done, like, a more plan, like, a volcano type of thing. Because you kind of, like, see, like, maybe it kind of resembles a volcano, but not exactly. It looks like it's going into, like, this eclipse thing right here. And just going to, like, this wormhole of nothingness. I see what he was trying to do here, but I don't want it to go away. I want it to pop out more. Next up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. That thing looks ferocious. Yeah, that's... I think I would like more of like a meaner look on it though, man. You know, it kind of looks like it's smiling at me like, hey, you want to take a ride on my back? Well, I don't know. Whatever deer say. Is that what reindeer say? It's not even a reindeer, it's a buck. Damn it. But regardless, this one's pretty cool though. It definitely does go with like the color scheme and kind of like the shadows of it and just kind of making the colors contrast nicely together. That's a good logo. That's a good logo. Next up, Minnesota Timberwolves. This almost reminds me of like a paranormal, like a wolf, like a ghost wolf. Like it looks like it's just coming out of like the depths of hell and it's just like, oh, like I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna attack you and get the 14th seed in the Western Conference. Okay. Next up we have the New Orleans Pelicans. Hey, you know what? I like this, man. If you're gonna call your team the New Orleans Pelicans, you go all into that shit, bro. You go all into it. Okay. I don't want to see no, you know, music, and I don't want to see no respects towards like Mardi Gras, bro. You are the Pelicans. So I want to see a big old bitch ass pelican with this big huge orange beak sticking out. That is cool, man. That's embracing the name. If you don't like the name, change it. But if that's your name, embrace it. Okay. New York Knicks. Pretty similar to like the Lakers thing going on where it's like, okay, that's like the traditional Knicks look. Just a more modern look on it. But I gotta say about that one, man. OKC Thunder. Ooh. What the hell is that thing? Bro, is that like a Minotaur? What is this? It's got like a little like lightning bolt coming off. That's kind of cool. This one, okay, this one has been like the biggest like, we are completely changing everything. Bro, why can't they be like, that should be like Thor. Like Thor, you know what I'm saying? What's this? Oh, it's a bison. Okay, the mascot's the bison. Okay. Why is it a bison? Huh. I mean, once upon a time, Darth Vader said, "Bye, son," to Luke. Boo. Boo! Okay, Orlando Magic. So I think what they're doing with this one is they're doing like if Merlin, the wizard dude, or like Gandalf or Dumbledore had like a magic book, I think like this is what it would look like magical type of like text type of thing. Okay, that's interesting. Next up we got the 76ers. You got the bell look to it. I like the 7, and I think the 7 is supposed to be looking like a snake of some sort. Apparently, like snakes. Oh, because I think it's because Kobe Bryant is from Philadelphia, so I guess I know there was another one that had like a snake on it, and people were saying that was like the respects towards Kobe Bryant, so it might be the same thing here with the font. Next we got the Phoenix Suns. I like it, really embracing the sun look and incorporating the basketball nicely into it. That's a good look. That's a good look. Interesting. Portland Trailblazers. Looks like a big old Band-Aid, but I actually kind of like it because when you think of the Portland Trailblazers, you always think of those stripes like that. And this is just like plastering it right there. Keeps it pretty simple. I like how, and you know, and that's the thing too, is like sometimes like the names are so long, it's hard to incorporate a nice logo into it without looking sloppy. Like Trailblazers in Portland are just like, that's so much text, man. That's so much text going on there. So it works nicely with this. That's a good job. Here we have the Sacramento Kings. I like the lion look to it. It looks very happy. Looks very happy. Next up, we got the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs. I like the little spike ball thing down here. I think that's supposed to be like the Alamo or something like that. It's a cool looking logo. Yep. Toronto Raptors. Ooh. Okay, so first we have like the maple leaf going on in the background to represent Canada. And then you have the R for the Raptors, of course. But then you got this scary ass raptor eye, man, looking straight into your soul. That's fresh, man. I like that. Yeah, I like it. And we got the Utah Jazz. Pretty similar to a Jazz logo. Looks like a little brush effect up in here, man. Adding on the little spikes. Still looks cool, but pretty similar to the current one. And we have probably, I believe, the last one here, the Washington Wizards. I think that's supposed to be like the state capital or something like that. You got the stars. Once again, Washington Wizards. Kind of a long name, you know, so it's kind of hard to incorporate that into the logo, but it works here. Yeah, these are pretty cool, man. I will say, for doing this in 30 days, that's very impressive. I don't even think I can have like 30 like just good thoughts in 30 days, man. So the fact that he was able to come up with all these designs, good job, Darth Vader, man. You really used the Force on this one. But that's all we got, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.